Hello. Is this working? Hello, hello. Oh, I think this is working. I don't think anyone's here though. I think I fucked it up. I'm gonna go get another fucking thing. Addison Kleber. What's up, buddy? It's working. We're live. I've been talking into the mic this whole time. I don't know if anyone saw it. Watching Roast Battle. Nice. There's a great video. Louis J. Gomez did a little thing. Going live on some other video. Check it out. This. Try refresh. Try going to my page and finding the latest live stream. I got some pizza right here. Got some voodoo donuts. They made their presence in fucking, in Austin, Portland, a Portland thing that they're now in Austin. So much love, much respect to Voodoo Donuts. Thank you for making Austin such a great place. I am chilling in my van, my beautiful, beautiful van. Do I meditate? No, not anymore. I wish I did. I need to start it again, but I write, which is sort of meditative, so I count that as meditation. I just lay on my bed and write, and I love thinking about things. Do you do yoga? Yoga? Do I do you? I do yoga. I love yoga. I do a lot of downward dog to fix my neck. I have a neck issue, so I try to fix my neck that way. I do a lot of downward dog and stuff. How are you so calm? Probably because I don't like being anxious or something. I like being chill. Chillness is very, very valued by me. Also, like, I'm sometimes too chill where, like, things will happen and I should be more energetic and I'm not. So sometimes I wish I was less chill. It's a blessing and a curse. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Still doing that thing. Turn that off. Maybe it's with the Zoom. Hello. I'm not high at all. Thanks for asking. My toxicology report would come back pretty normal. I'm not very high. I'm actually pretty sober. The only thing I had to alter my consciousness today was a Lone Star, which is like the PBR of Texas. So I had a Lone Star at 9 p.m. It's 1:32 a.m. right now. That's the only thing I had, man. I've been a good boy today. My body is pure as the conservatives would want. I'm a Christian today. I've only had the approved drug, alcohol. Are you Asian? Yes. Unfortunately. I look high. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm always going to look like this. Maybe I've smoked so much weed that I'm just permanently looking like this all the time. Let's just get rid of that little taskbar. I'm doing good. I had a good episode. I think the latest episode that came out on YouTube was one of my worst sets, and so I'm glad to have redeemed myself to some degree, hopefully, in the next 2 weeks. That's the thing. It's like it comes out 2 weeks later, so it's like by the time you guys see it, I've already processed and rejected that part of myself. How is van life? Van life is amazing. I love it. I love the freedom. Joe Rogan has fuck you money. I have a fuck you van. I don't have the money to be able to say fuck you to people, but I do have the van to physically transport myself away from people. Where Paige at? I am not with her. We're not seeing each other anymore. It was a very messy breakup, and she's wherever the fuck she is. Are you sitting in a van streaming this video? Yes, I am sitting in a van streaming this video. Look at me. I'm in a van. There's my AC. This is a good angle. It's hard to see the TV and look at the camera at the same time. Look at that. There's a whole neighborhood out there. This is where my friend lives, Riley. The Bernie Sanders joke. Oh, Oso Lopez remembers my Bernie Sanders joke. Okay, honestly, that joke did not get a lot of good reactions in the live audience, but it's one of my favorites because I'm an incel, and I love blaming women for me not getting laid. But honestly, I should work harder to get laid. I think it's an important thing. Are you writing new jokes? We're waiting. Well, listen to the podcast, the Kill Tony podcast. How did you end up on Joe Rogan's show? I never have been on his show, unfortunately. What kind of van? It's a Sprinter van, high top. What kind of engineering did you study at Georgia Tech? Mechanical engineering. Where's my snow bunny? What? That was sexist. I mean, it's inherently sexist because it's talking about sex. You know, it's genders. I mean, is there a gender at fault? Are we going to blame genders, or are we going to blame socioeconomic conditions that make men so unattractive because they're financially destitute and unable to live in a good way? Who's that guy watching us in the corner? Where is there a guy in the corner? Are you talking about this guy? Cody Johnston? Beto for governor. Beto Celedon is a dude up there, but then Beto, I mean, I guess he's better than a conservative in my opinion, because I'm a little bit of a liberal. Hello, Hans. I saw you on 6th Street once and asked if you're Chinese. Sorry, I was drunk. I mean, as far as 6th Street interactions go, that's pretty tame, pretty normal. If you guys aren't familiar, 6th Street is like the party street. It's just rows and rows of bars on one street, and then they close off the street. Anyone else hearing that fucking tap it buzzing? Alright, man, keep wasting your talent on KT until your juice runs out. Okay, well, Kill Tony is the only reason you guys are all here, so I wouldn't say I'm wasting my talent on Kill Tony. Photo of a face in the top corner of the door. Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy, BS. Bernie Sanders. He got ratioed by Elon Musk, but, you know, he's like 70 years old. He's not good with technology. He doesn't have to win on that front. He's still my man. FBI has Hans Vans bugged. I wish. Then I could pick up some good audio and do podcasts constantly. Static, but not too bothersome. Good. I would rather live in a van than our hometown, Seattle. Well, I lived in a van in Seattle for a little bit. I didn't mind it. Seattle's actually a great town for van life. That is so annoying. Seattle's a good town for van life because it doesn't get too hot or too cold. It's actually the perfect weather because heat is the worst. Heat, you need to plug in because AC is like a bitch. Heat is easy to provide. So it's better to be in slightly colder temperatures. Honestly, I wouldn't have been here during the summer in Texas. I was only supposed to be here 2 or 3 months, but then I had to become a regular on Kill Tony. Ugh. And then I was like, I'm staying here, bitches. This is my new home. Can't get rid of me. So then I stayed here for the summer. I was going to leave. I was going to go to LA, which would have been bad, but not as bad as Texas. Texas is fucking brutal, man. In the summer in a van, it's no joke. But there's so many van comedians here. It's crazy. Everyone lives in their car here. It's really beautiful. Hey, Hans, do Asians like peanut butter? What the fuck? Do Asians like peanut butter? I mean, we're human. Peanut butter is a food stuff. It provides us with calories necessary to survive, so it's not like we hate it, but it's not a big part of our culture. You don't go to Asian restaurants and see a lot of peanut butter inspired dishes. Although I'm sure they exist. I guess like fucking Vietnamese or Thai food has a lot of peanut butter in it. Um, ever seen a tornado in Texas? No. Peanut? Do Asians like peanut butter? I mean, it's like you're talking about us like we're dogs. Do you like peanut butter? It's of course. Was that a fart? No, it's my fucking. I think it's my Zoom H6 fucking up. Uh, I should take care of it better, but should be ignored. Lots of peanut butter dishes, peanut butter chicken. Okay, I'm not that familiar with Asian stuff. I've been in America too long. Hi Hans, do you remember me? Ryan Park. There's two Ryan Parks that I've run into in my life. One Ryan Park was like a beautiful brown-skinned, half Korean man who was like 6'4", um, strong arms, great chest. I remember that Ryan Park. And then there's another Ryan Park who's went to my Korean church, and he was a little bratty little child. I was very much older than him, and he's very, very adorable child. So I don't know if it's that Ryan Park or the other Ryan Park. I'm not high. This is just what I look like. It's just who I am. I permanently look high, so it's a superpower. Because then it's like I'm always like this. Zulker Brewery, is this a van stream? It is a van stream. Let me turn around and show you my messy bed. There's my drawing by Styles. There's all my stickers and shit. There's my closet. There's my Amazon package with my new Shure microphone in it. There's the battery power thingy. My bed. Catan. I put my Catan board with all my podcasting equipment, so when I podcast, I have to take that out. So that's why it's out. I don't just always have it out. There's my shitty little roof fan. There was a leak, so the fucking paneling got wet and all soggy, and now the nail won't hold the fucking fan fucking cover up, so I had to duct tape it. But hey, it looks ugly. It works though. It's good enough right now. I patched the hole. It doesn't leak anymore. There's the world map that I really like, although it's covered all the time by all my shit. And this is where I jerk off a lot. I put my phone right there, and then my penis goes like right around there, and I jerk it till I'm happy, till all my feelings go away. Okay, there we go. Catan, that's kind of lame. Thought you'd be a Boggle guy. I don't even know what Boggle is. Catan has legitimacy within the nerd community, so that's important. It's a playable game. It's a game that's good at being a game. You can play it, you can do it well, and you can be skilled at it, and it's just a good game. It's just a good time. So, what made you want to start comedy? It all began in the year 2012 or something, 13, 14. I wanted to start comedy because I was just done with school, mechanical engineering, and I got a 2.6 or 2.7 GPA. I wasn't really good at it. It's a very difficult thing to do, and I just didn't know what it was going to be used for, what I was learning this for, why I was doing it. It was very interesting, fluid dynamics, physics, statics, all learning about shit, 1/2 mv squared, other things. I don't know what's going on with this. But I got an internship, and then I got a startup job working at the startup company for minimum wage and surgical device manufacturing, and it's just like I was just doing the normal thing, living life, and it's like I don't want to do this. I don't want to live a normal life. We already do know what happens when you live a normal life. Get a white picket fence, have a wife, plop out 2 children. We already know what happens. We know what our parents' lives were like. Okay, relax. Whatever. Okay, I'm telling you. Someone asked me a question. Um, and then so I was like, I don't want to live that life. I want to live a life of adventure and fun. And then I was listening to a lot of Joe Rogan podcast, and Joe Rogan was talking about comedy like it's a meritocracy, like you work hard at it and you get rewarded for your hard work. So that's what I was attracted to, and it's an art form, so I could be creative in it, and you could make money off of it. It was very monetizable art form, unlike, you know, graffiti painting. Or I don't know, something else. It's just like you're in a room with people. You can charge those people to come in. It's like you can get money from it. So I thought it was just a great. JRE will steer you wrong. Well, I mean, we're here because of JRE in more ways than one. My friend died today. Can you say we love you, Brad, for a really cheap memorial tune? Thanks in advance. You rock, Hans Game. We love you, Brad. Open your eyes. Have you taken your daily dose of ivermectin? I actually have a sponsorship with IV Drip. Pretty saying that, do you want kids? Of course. Who doesn't want children? I think if you say you don't want children, you're lying. We're all set up for children. We're all made to pop out little versions of ourselves. How do I pee? Oh, good question. Creep, though. This is how I pee. En sueno max. It's a Mexican pee. You gotta pee like a Mexican. I use detergent bottles. I go to the fucking laundromats and fucking get one of these because they already have soap in it. So they're already, like, the first couple batches are self-cleaning. Then after that, it becomes a little hazardous. But aren't Asians only allowed one kid? That's China in the 80s and 70s while they were going through their industrial revolution. And actually, that's not really what's happening. Thank you, Aaron Lorick, for $10. Hans Kim, let's effing go. Okay. Thank you, man. I will effing go. I'm going to move to the other side of the street after this, before I go to sleep. Shout out the Groypers, please. That's some internet shit. How close to Joe Rogan are you? I mean, I'm in the same city as him. He lives, like, in the burbs, and I'm, like, in the ghetto. We're pretty far away, physically. Shout out the Groypers, Hans. You're more than welcome to come by to clean your clothes for free anytime. Thank you, man. I always say yes. I always accept those offers because you never know when I'm gonna need it, because I live in a fucking whatever, in a van. Extension cord. I am extensioned up right now. I could do this totally non-extensioned up, but it's just like I don't want to use my battery if I don't have to. Are you open to mixed black kids? Yeah, I mean, if they want to come in my van, I'm open to them. Mixed black kids are totally welcome in my van. I have lots of candy. It's candy van. Do you always kiss people on stage? I went to Vulcan and you kissed the singer of the band playing. Okay. That was a dude and I did kiss him, but it was just a bit. It's not like something I have to do all the time. I'm trying not to like fucking be so horny all the time. It's really affecting my shit. This is some voodoo donuts, courtesy A Star One Day. Keep it up, brother. Thank you. I'm trying to keep it up. I'm trying not to let it drop. Bro is lit on 6. Get them voodoo. If you ever get an apartment, I'll be your roommate. I would love to get an apartment as soon as I get a steady income and reliable steady income. I will, but I mean, until then, I'm gonna live in a van, save up, you know, be economically free, financially free, do whatever I want. Starbucks internet is cutting out. Oh yeah, the fucking OBS just said it was fucking whatever. Hopefully it's fixed now. Have you been having fun in Texas? Yes, it's really affecting your shit. The donut, the Wi-Fi. You know, that's the good thing about the internet. They're always connecting dots together. They're like, oh, this thing happened and that thing happened. That there must be related, and that's a lot of comedy. It's just putting together two things that shouldn't be together. Uh, Join us, says Beto. Beto's been here from the beginning. 감사합니다. 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 수고하세요. 방구 많이 끼세요. You ever been here? You want to come over to Melbourne, Australia? Sure. I'll go to Australia. Who doesn't want to go to Australia? Oh yeah. I love Australia. I'm not going to do that anymore. If you like this video, dislike it. I mean, I can't even see the dislikes anyways, so that's just going to tell the YouTube overlords to keep me more underground until I actually blow up. So thank you so much for keeping me underground. Have you ever performed in Jacksonville, Florida? Yes, I have. I performed at Mad Dogs or Mud Dogs. I met my friend Jessica Mears. I saw my friend Jessica Mears there. Met a lot of funny people there. Beautiful, beautiful place. That was right before the pandemic. Literally like March something. I was in Jacksonville doing my little road trip. I did a road trip from New York City to Miami. I hit Richmond. I hit Atlanta. I hit Washington, D.C. I hit Philadelphia. It was an epic road trip. And then right when I hit Miami, boom, 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 all the fucking shit was shutting down as I was getting to Miami. It was like Indiana Jones. And then I spent some time in the Everglades waiting for everything to... Rain dogs is what I mean. Yes, thank you. It was a great experience to be in Miami. But I wanted to get out of Miami because I was looking at a map and it's like, I'm here and I'm stuck. If things shut down over here, I don't have anywhere to move. So then I went to Seattle, which is also sort of in the corner, but you know, it's less cornerish. But yeah, I went all the way from Miami to Seattle. Then from Seattle, I stayed there for about 7-8 months, just mooching off my parents, collecting unemployment and food stamps, accruing. I got so rich during that time. And then I went down to Los Angeles and plied my craft there. Have you met any big celebs? Anyone interesting? Yeah, Ron White, Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe, others, Ari Shaffir, Mark Normand, Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is so nice. He's like he's broing me up. He's like, He's so nice, even though it's like I'm so beneath him. He's like treating me like an equal. Yellow Rose or Red Rose while living in the van. Who has hotter babes? I mean, it's really like, I don't know. I actually haven't been to the Red Rose. I've been to the Yellow Rose. But who has the hotter babes? I think they're both all very attractive. I was there last Monday, yesterday technically, 2 days ago I guess now, but there were some Asian women there. And I thought they were very attractive. I didn't want to go up to them and be like, hey, do you work at the Red Rose? And they'd be like, excuse me? Are you calling me a stripper? And that would have been super offensive. It's like calling a woman who's fat pregnant, so I didn't do that. How did you feel about Norm Macdonald dying? How did I feel about it? I kind of felt like this. Kind of felt sad about that. I mean, who knew that he was fucking, really sad? He had cancer the whole time. Shane Gillis seems cool. He's really cool. Speed this up, dude. No big celebs. What do you want me to do? How do you want me to speed it up? Faster. How did you feel about West Virginia? Norm Macdonald is great. I really liked him. He was a very, very legendary comedian who slayed with such little energy. I mean, not little energy, but just so efficient with it. And it was just like so powerful because it wasn't about like how much energy he put in. It's about like his mind, and like you could go higher intellectually. There's a higher ceiling. Would you do a podcast with Cosby? $5 from James S. Thank you. Did you start purely with open mic, or where did you learn comedy? I did start purely with open mic. I actually do a lot of open mic still, which pisses off some of my more famous friends who want better for me, but I just love open mics. Open mics are my bread and butter, which is kind of sad, but those grumpy comedians, I love talking to them. They don't know it, but I'm using them, and I just love just going up there and just shitting all over them. It's like whenever you do something, it's like you're always like being vulnerable. If you're being too grumpy, that's a lot of energy. You're being vulnerable. If you're in a good mood and happy, then you're not as vulnerable, but you're also easy to get laughs. So whatever the situation is, you can always get a laugh, and you can always work it. And I love playing my shitty jokes in front of them and working it out and figuring out what works and trying to make it good. Good morning from PTPT. I don't know what PTPT is. Fuck it. Thailand. What's your favorite way to write a joke? That's a great question. Most people are like, how do you write a joke? What do you do to write a joke? But what's my favorite way to write a joke? My favorite way to write a joke is to like uh notice something stupid someone is doing and then call them out on it and be like, man, what an idiot this guy is. He just did this and that's stupid for this and this reason. And everyone's like, wow, ha, ha, you're right. You're so smart and funny, Hanzo. I love you. And I'm like, whoa, I really like this feeling. Let me try to recreate this on stage. And then I recreate it on stage and it works. That's my favorite way. PT is Portugal? Damn. How do I not know this? Portugal is cool. My friend, Mataleon, I love Brazil. I'm from Brazil and I love to shave my pubic hair really, really short. Hey Hans, what's your thoughts on going to Thailand for dental work? Thanks, champion. What the fuck? What the fuck are you saying about my teeth? I'm really sensitive about my teeth, and I would love to get cheap dental work. I'd also love to get some lip work in Thailand. Some of those hookers. Do I like Kanye? Yes, I love Kanye. What's that song? Um, he has a really good song that I really like. Homecoming is good. I like his older stuff. I don't like his newer stuff. I think he's gone a little off the deep end, but that's not news to anyone. Not lady boys, women. Have you considered eyelid surgery? Yes, I would love to get eyelid surgery. I would also like to get the chin surgery so that I can have like an underbite. But in the future, I'm going to look like this. And you guys are going to recognize me. I'm going to be much better looking. I'm going to have like a normal shaped face and normal shaped eyes. I'm just going to be a completely different person. It's going to be great. Do I own any Bitcoin? No, not yet. Kanye loves Kanye more than I do. You should just walk around with your hands like that. Oh my god, that is not a sustainable solution. How am I gonna eat pizza or do anything? You want round eye? Yeah, sure. I'll take round eye. You seem like your fans are mostly online. Do you worry about repeating the same jokes too much? Have you seen a lot of the stuff on Kill Tony repeating your Joe Rogan warm-up. Love you. I don't really worry about it. I mean, that's how the art form progresses. I write jokes as fast as I can. I see other comedians, and I see how fast they write jokes. I'm not slower than them. I think this is just how comedy works, and it sucks now because you guys have to listen to the same jokes over and over again, but I think that in the long run, people are gonna be like, wow, look at all this stuff. Hopefully, I don't know. This is all I can do. Um, I want to write more. Yes, I want to write a bit every day, and I want to be funny every day. I know Joe Rogan writes a new hour every year, and I'm not at that pace yet, and I hope to be one day, but I don't want to rush it. He took years to get to that level, so I want to take my time and become like him. I'm a Protoss guy. I'm in my van, yes. What are your thoughts on the Bodo League massacres? I don't know what the Bodo League massacres are. Let me Google that real quick. Bodo League massacre. Was a massacre war crime against communists and suspected sympathizers that occurred in the summer of 1950 during the Korean War. Estimates of the death toll vary 60,000 to 110,000 to 200,000. Damn. I mean, war is hell. I don't know if you know this. I've been through a couple myself. Been through the war of open mics. Yeah, I mean, obviously not good. You shouldn't kill people. I think that killing people should be avoided because every one of those lives had a potential to contribute to society, and it's just, thank you, TJ Blyde, for hanging out. You're a bad Korean for not knowing that. Honestly, I don't feel that bad. It's like I think that there's a lot of good parts of Korea that I would rather focus on than the massacres. But yeah, I do feel like there was a very right-wing authoritarian dictatorship going on in Korea, and there were protests every day, and students were murdered in Korea, and there was a harsh pushback against communism, and because that was the enemy's thing. We don't do that. We do the other thing. So I think that was a little much, I guess. I think that back then human life was cheaper too. It was like, get rid of them. We don't care. They don't invent smartphones or have apps. They don't have cameras to record their everyday thing. Did your grandparents survive that massacre? Yes, my grandparents survived that massacre in the 50s. If they didn't, I wouldn't be here. But my grandfathers, both of them, have passed away recently, within the last decade. So they lived to a long, healthy age. My grandmothers are both alive. Tons of hot chicks to make out with. Yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy in here. But hey, maybe if you buy me a super chat, I'll let you come into the van. I'll lock the door, let you spend some time with some hot chick in here, because it's just so full of hot chicks. Champ, I wasn't making fun of her teeth. They are amazing. That's why I asked about the work in Thailand, and you might have the hookup. Love you, Champ. Thanks, man. I was just kidding. I was just being insecure. When I'm insecure, it hurts my friends and the people that love me, so it's like, it's on me to be really, really not insecure and try to be try to be confident, so that my friends and loved ones can also enjoy confidence instead of just sadness from me. Let's see if this helps. It's a little brighter. How many Koreans died in Korean War? In the Korean War. The article is very optional in Korean, apparently. How many Koreans died? How many people died in Korean War? How many people died in Korean War? How many people died in the Korean War? The Korean War. Nearly 5 million people died. Pretty smooth setup you got going on. How's a van powering all this equipment? I got an fucking thing. I got an extension cord from my friend Riley's house. Hopefully this is better lighting. Let me know if it is. Any plans to be on Legion of Skanks? Yeah, I plan to beg them to be on Legion of Skanks. I would happily accept any opportunity to be on that podcast. I think the work that they do is amazing, and I hope that I can keep up comedically. I hope that I can quip like Dalton Pruitt does. Dalton's very good at that. Do you have any favorite spots in San Antonio? Yes, I love Fitzgerald. I played there recently. I performed there. I did comedy there. I did stand-up there recently. I love Blind Tiger. Fucking dope little spot in a basement. And of course, LOL Comedy Club. I opened up for JP Sears there. Who's the face above the curtain? That's Bernie Sanders. He's the granddaddy of them all. And he's up there. He's just chilling. He's just up there. Oh, I gotta change my name and picture or send dude fan bucks, $10. Oh, you don't have to send me money. Please don't feel like that's an obligation. What kind of pizza is behind you? A pepperoni pizza from Hoboken Pizza. Love it. Love 6th Street. Loves humanity. Love people gathered together in close quarters, being efficient and trading with each other and fucking doing things. And like if everyone spread out, it's like so much less efficient. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you go to the suburbs, fucking, there's no stores anywhere. Like, these rich people have to drive every time they want to go get a stick of chapstick. Well, why don't you just stick a store in there in your fucking giant suburbs? Everything has to be houses. You don't have one barbershop, one fucking dry cleaner. Like, it's all houses. Like, how is that ideal? Like, don't you want to live in like a fucking place where you can walk around and shit? I don't know. I don't know about fucking. Do I have TV? Yes, I have a TV. I'm using it. R.I.P. Joe Rogan. He passed COVID tonight. Can you imagine if COVID could kill Joe Rogan? Not even a liberal horde could kill Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan could take them all and mataleo and all of them. Do you feel like you have to be the smartest guy in the room to be hilarious? No, I don't. I think that's not the right mentality. I think that if you're trying to be the smartest guy, that's like very competitive, and it's like you want to coalesce the audience with yourself into one big ball and go up together and create one big beautiful thing with them, instead of just being like, we're gonna go alone and I'm gonna be awesome and you're gonna worship me. I think that's kind of perverse, and I think that you should try to make something beautiful together instead of being better than them. Make something like whatever together. Tips for starting in comedy beyond just go find a mic. Thanks for great content. Tips for starting in comedy beyond just go find a mic. Thanks for great content. Tips for comedy, I would say close your eyes and have big teeth and a big chin. I would say fucking find out what you want to say and what you think about the world and what you think the world needs. I mean, a lot of my political stuff is some of my least funny stuff, so maybe that's not great advice. But I would say just like find out what you want to say and what you want to do. 'Cause I've always enjoyed talking to people in a group setting. Like, I grew up in schools where there's a teacher talking, public speaking. Then there's a church where there's a pastor, youth pastor, whatever, Bible study leader doing public speaking. It's a dynamic that I'm very familiar with and that I grew up observing and being a part of, and I've always wanted to be a part of that. Yeah, my eyes are open right now. But yeah, I mean, you got to enjoy that dynamic of an audience and speaker, and then like find out what about that dynamic you find the funniest. What makes you laugh in that scenario? What makes you laugh in any scenario? I would say just write down everything that makes you laugh and within a day, everything that you find amusing, anything that you find interesting, any thoughts that you have that you think are worth preserving. Write everything down. So this guy says, come to Dallas, you can play my brewery. I would love to. I'm going to Dallas actually this Thursday. I have a show there. Please come. Dallas Comedy Club. I'm going to do a headlining set, 45 minutes. So I hope you guys show up there. Hansa just got there. Did you talk about this week's Kill Tony? Here. Yes, this week's Kill Tony, I had a good set. Apparently, people have told me I had a good set, so I'll take their word for it. Who am I to deny them their perspective? I think that the set went better than other sets of mine. The one that came out this Monday, I was kind of disappointed in. I wish I did better. It was one of the least good things that I did on Kill Tony so far. So, but you know, stay tuned. I got 2 more weeks coming. I've already processed that loss. That loss has already been categorized in my head and rationalized. Dallas Thursday, be there. Yes, be there. Dallas Comedy Club. Look it up. Raul Sanchez says hi. They love you at Nobody's Happy podcast. I love Raul. Raul is an OG comedy guru. He's my comedy sensei. I grew up. I hit the mics with him, and I fucking plied my craft and cut my teeth and sharpened my nails and hardened my cock and loosened my butthole and scraped my knees alongside Raul Sanchez in the streets of New York City, Creek in the Cave, doing mics there every night, drinking $2 PBRs. Good night, Hans. Thanks. Good night, Richards Schmidt. Maybe this is a good time to do a podcast or do a whatever, because it's whatever. The cack, Hansi, nice. Guys, give it a rest. He moved on from Miss P. Yeah, guys, no one cares about her anymore. The new girl is... I don't have a new girl. I'm talking to this new girl, Mimi. And then I also talked to this new girl, Jubilee. How do you not assimilate into a banana? Your industry is insanely pressurized. Is that a Rick and Morty reference? I don't know. Banana. How do I not assimilate into... I don't understand that. Thank you for the last, Hans. You were still classing the most recent. Kill Tony. Thank you. I should not be insecure because being insecure only hurts the people around me. I had a good time and I did whatever I could. Can I have Paige's number? That's so funny. You're gonna capitalize on my loss. Wow, so funny. You're gonna make me feel even shittier. What do you think of Norman, Shane, and Ari? I think they're amazing, amazing, amazing comedians. Some of the funniest comedians in history, in the world. And I got to share a green room with them and watch them eat food. It's not Mimi Meyer, it's someone else. I don't want to start a rumor. We are the new girl in his life. Yeah, I'm YouTubing and, this is fun. I hope that this provides you guys with some benefits. And I hope that it helps me do whatever. I want to see the show in person. I don't know. I hate that there's a 21 and up rule in America. It really stifles the young creative talent that could be applying their craft and learning. And I think that's not that helpful. I mean, we're cutting off the talent, and Germany and Korea and China has their 18-year-olds doing whatever they want, going to bars and stuff. So we need to catch up with the rest of the world and not have this fucking backwards 21 and up rule. And not just because I want to fuck 18-year-olds. Stevie Weeby, funnier than Bobby Lee. I mean, it doesn't matter perspective. But they're both very funny people, and I love Stevie Weeby. I love his zany attitude. And I love Bobby Lee, OG comedy Korean guru, god. All respects to the motherland. Bobby Lee. What's your Korean name? Kim Hang. It's Weja. It's only 2 syllables. Most Korean names are 3. Ever heard of Andrew Callahan with All Gas No Brakes? 6th Street Blues vibes. Would be a dope collab. Yes. I love Andrew Callahan. He's a genius. He's only like 22 or something, and he like did too much acid in high school, and he's like, I'm done with... He's like already been through it, and he's just like super, super smart. You should bow when you meet Bobby. Of course. I am Korean. That is the custom. That is definitely going to happen. Riley is your homie, but is he really funny? I don't know. You're better at solo acting. Don't tell Riley that, but Riley is super funny, and he's a little sad, but but he's a good guy, and he just needs to get out there, and hopefully I can influence him to start doing more comedy. How old are you, Hans? 32. You ever watch Macau Brothers back in the day with Stevie? No, I don't know what that is. Macau Brothers. I know the Scissor Sisters or whatever he does. Sorry, what's going on? But who would you consider doing a podcast hypothetically? Oh, my ideal podcast guest would be William Montgomery, Casey Rocket. I don't know if you guys know Casey Rocket, but he's a phenom. Fucking, there's so many. Dylan Sullivan, the big old fatty. Look at Peng. He was the second funniest. What? How did you really schedule a show with Peng Dang? Well, my friend Victor had a show, and then I found out later that Peng Dang was going to be on it, and then I was like, oh, well, that's kind of weird. I wonder what that's going to be like, and I didn't really think it was going to be that big a deal. 매우 감사합니다. 매우 감사합니다. Thank you. I can't really type in Korean. That Peng Dang shit was a trip because he had such a great set that night. Oh my god, don't say that. God damn it. Peng Dang is a great asshole. Am I back with Paige again? No, I'm not back with Paige again. Stop asking about Paige. She's gonna get mad at me. She is so mean. I mean, so great. How do your parents feel about your career choice? They're just glad I'm not a drugged out crack addict, because they were a little unsure of me in the beginning. They did not have a lot of faith in me. I got caught for shoplifting in college, and then I was suspended for a semester. So they were like, "Oh no, please don't, die or commit crimes or live a life of crime." And living a life of comedy is like one step up from a life of crime. Have you tried LSD? Of course, yes. So, it's like a better thing to do than to fucking live a degenerate life. At least I have a purpose and a focus and a craft that I'm working towards. What attracted you to mechanical engineering? Honestly, the only reason I chose mechanical engineering is because I went to Georgia Tech, and that was the best major at that school. And I was like, I don't want to go to the school and choose like some random ass major. I'm going to do what this school is best at. So that's why I chose it. What were you stealing? I was stealing everything. I was going to pet stores and stealing medicine for my stray dog that I picked up. I was stealing electric shavers and selling them on eBay. I was stealing food, like meat. I would steal meat. I was stealing bowls. I was stealing everything I needed, anything that I could fit in my jacket. It's really a stupid thing to do. I mean, it's fun. You got caught, but how many times did you get away with it? I got away with it like at least like 50, 70 times. I would go to Best Buy. I would go to Walmart. I would just steal anything I could get my little grubby little hands on. But if you really want to steal, go put on a suit, go to a bank, start stealing like a grown up. Don't go out there like a fucking caveman stealing things with your hands. This is fucking America. This is not fucking, I don't want to name a country. You are a necromancer. Stealing food isn't stealing. I like that mentality. Are you really on the spectrum? Actually, I'm on the AT&T. That's a Riley Gilmore joke. Shouts out to Riley Gilmore. Do people think you are constantly 10 years younger than you actually are? They think I'm 27, so like 5 years younger, which isn't that much. Honestly, I'm kind of offended by the 27. I think I don't have anything on my eyes right now. Sometimes I do. My forehead is clear when I'm not trying to make my eyes bigger artificially. Would you rather get $1 million a year guaranteed, but you can only tour with Dan, or only ever be able to do your minute on Kill? Easy, kill Tony. Definitely kill Tony. I don't need money. I live in a van. I'm happy. I don't want to sacrifice my soul to tour with Dan Nanan, who I think I can burn bridges with that guy. I don't think I'll ever need anything from him. You and Ari Shafir can do a podcast about stealing. I love Ari. Ari is like, I think we're very similar in very many ways. Georgia Tech GPA 2.67. I don't even give a shit. That's a very bad GPA. Homeboys love Jang Labang. 2.9 GPA. I wish. So funny story is that for our design class, we had to like CAD something very difficult, and we chose a Lamborghini Murcielago, and then we just bought it online and we just submitted it, and then my partner did, and then that was like the last class we took. It was like during my senior year, second semester. We did that. We cheated and we just bought a CAD model off the internet and submitted that. And then I got an email one day before school officially ended, and like a week before graduation. I was like, please come see me, you two, in my office. And I was like, delete, and then I graduated. So I don't know what happened. Horrible choice. The models are free. This was in 2011. I don't know what the fucking scene is like. Hans, why the fuck are you awake? Because I'm a comedian, and usually I'm awake at this time because I have a lot of adrenaline from just doing shows, and then I have to stay up and just like process what happened and eat and just I'm always up this late. Trevor Noah said that he went to sleep at like 5 a.m. and woke up at like 2. So I'm in good company. Trevor Noah is a great guy, but I think Jon Stewart is the OG god. Damn, Jon Stewart came back and he's fucking, his takes are so sharp, and he's like, when he's performing for the audience, he doesn't need the laugh. The laughs come because of his brilliance, but he's not searching for it, and it doesn't change him. The laughs are just like, oh, I need that. But then he's just so depressed inside of himself that he's just like centered within himself, and he just says exactly the correct things because that's the only metric he has. He's not changing himself for the laughs. He's trying to get the best points across, and I love that. No one will ever replace Seth Meyers. What the fuck? Do not compare Seth Meyers to Jon Stewart. Ventura, please. It's so fucking hooked up, my camera. What do you think of Bill Burr? Bill Burr. OG. God of comedy. Bill Burr is one of the best. I just listened to Hasanabi reacts to Bill Burr reacts to Kyle Rittenhouse, and he had a great take a year ago when that shit first happened. So he's just like fucking on top of everything. Do you trade crypto in your van? No, I don't want to get into that. It's just like, the reason I don't get into crypto is that I don't want to dabble in it. If I want to do it, I actually want to do it. And if I'm going to actually do it, that's going to take up a lot of time. And if that takes up a lot of time, that's going to get in the way of comedy. So I just want to specialize and focus on comedy. If you're looking for crypto advice, go to a crypto guy. You know, I'm just going to be doing the comedy thing. It's not like something I want to get good at. Like I don't want to get good at staring at numbers. I don't think that's going to make me a better person. I think that makes me a better robot or whatever. But I'm interested in things that will make me a better person, and I don't think sitting in front of a computer waiting for numbers to go up will necessarily make me that much better as a person. But if you can make money off crypto, I think that's awesome, because then you can escape wage slavery and live your own life and do whatever the fuck you want. You should ask for Bitcoin instead of dollar pay from Rogan. I am not asking Rogan for anything. He gives me whatever he wants. If he wants to give me a fucking tissue for opening for him, I'll fucking take the tissue. Where's your NFT dropping? I actually have an NFT. I posted a story about it when it first happened, but I don't know what happened to it. Tell us about the evolution of your best joke. My best joke. I don't want to think about my jokes as having a best or a worst, but I like my redneck joke, and the evolution of that joke was, I have no idea. I think I started saying that joke exactly the way I'm saying it now, so it didn't really evolve. Like I don't really evolve that joke that much. I just started saying it, and then I was like, wow, this is a well-written joke. Let me not change anything about it, and I've been saying it the same way for 17 years now. Tell us about past drugs. Past drug experiences. I took acid and got beat up by the cops. I was high on acid, running around Seattle with my friends, and then I didn't want to go in my friend's house because I thought there was termites in the air, and then I went for a drive, and the car that I had back then was so weird because it would always fog up no matter what. So it was really foggy, and my friend was tapping on the door, and I thought it was a homeless person, so I just took off. And then I started hallucinating while I was on the road. It was like a full-on hallucination. I've never tripped that hard again. I kind of want to take acid and go for a drive because that fucking worked. That made me hallucinate like a motherfucker. I was not in that car, which is dangerous as fuck, but it was a great trip in that way. I thought I was a housewife running away from my abusive husband. I thought I was on a road trip with my friends, and all my friends were in there. It was like I was dreaming, but I was awake, and it was a really cool experience. But then cops got me, and then they did not treat me very well. Like not even an ounce of kindness, not even like a gesture of like, you're safe now, we got you. They're like annoyed that they have to do their fucking job. This is your fucking job. Take care of the people, you fucking idiots. But yeah, I was a high on acid, so I deserved to be beaten to a pulp and tasered and pepper sprayed for 10 minutes. Um, did you grow up rich, middle class? What were your high school friends like? I grew up upper middle class. I was probably close to upper class. I lived in a nice house in Clyde Hill, Washington in high school. My dad was a mathematician for Microsoft. He made good money. He makes good money now, apparently, although I don't see too much of it. Um, yeah, my friends in high school were very chill. Like, they were losers. I was a loser. They were losers. We were all hanging out as losers. It was beautiful. I loved it. I don't want to be a cool guy because then you stop thinking, then you stop growing. So we were always scrambling, trying to figure things out. Do you like the Nether Hour? I love the Nether Hour. They're my favorite. They're such good guys, and I love their music. I just want to hang out with them more. Have you ever been to Whidbey Island? Yes. I don't really remember it, though. How long did it take for you to try acid again? Probably like a month later. I really didn't let that affect me. I did not blame myself for the drug at all. I blame the police 100% for their inhuman behavior. But, you know, it's like I have faith in myself, and I don't know if that happens again. I know I can survive it, although it won't be pleasant. But it made me stronger because I knew what I could stand up to, and that I didn't break in that moment. Maybe the acid helped, but they were trying to like fuck with me and torture me, and it was really weird. Have you ever been gay for a day? I've been gay for pay, but not for a day. Just probably 2 hours. Seen Paige lately? Seen Paige lately? Seen Paige lately? If you could recommend one book, what would it be? Sex at Dawn by Christopher Ryan, because I love I love his perspective and how he has an innate sense of what's right and wrong, and like he wants us to get closer to something more beautiful in the world. Are you really Asian, or is it the lasting effects of pepper spray? I'm really Asian. The pepper spray wore off. But the taser has prolapsed my anus, and now I'm just shitting all over the place. What music? The music that I really like is indie, alternative. I like bluegrass. I love nice little chill vibes. That's hot, hell yeah. So you basically live in a van by choice. Your parents got that money. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't really access that money. I do live in a van by choice. I love living in a van, and start posting some of your stand-up clips on it goes crazy viral. It can bring in so many fans for you. I mean, I tried. I put some shit up there. It never does too well, but I'll keep doing it. Don't worry. I won't give up. I won't get discouraged. Would you go to Mars for a year for comedy? What the fuck? What kind of comedy clubs are in Mars? Why would that be comedic? I love traveling and all that, but I don't know. It's hard to bring back that experience unless you're doing comedy every day. Figure out what it says. 우체국이 어디예요? 우체국이 어디예요? I don't speak your gook language. Did acid change your personality? Hopefully. Hopefully it didn't make me more boring. Hopefully it made me more fun and better than all these suburban, sober dumbasses. So yes, I hope it did change my personality. You're the man. Have a good night. See ya, James Wong. What are good open mics in Seattle? Seattle has changed so much ever since I left. I left like 4 years ago. And I really loved my time in Seattle. Seattle was a good city. It's a beautiful city. Right now, I have no idea. The pandemic fucked everything up in Seattle because everyone there was hanging on by a thread. They didn't really want to be doing comedy, and a lot of them quit or stopped doing shows. Because they're liberals. They're weak. Do you recommend van life? Yes, I recommend van life. I think it'll make you tougher, so get ready for that. I think van life is great because it frees you from wage slavery and you work for yourself and you buy yourself a home instead of buying one on the free market, which can be manipulated to make you work more than is actually worth. About my dear, what happened to dear Joe Rogan? Did he really die? I'm not gonna believe that. I don't think Joe Rogan died. How much does it cost? He did a show tonight. He sold out the Vulcan. But what's your favorite movie you've seen this year? Probably Dune. I loved Dune. If you didn't like it, that means you probably don't understand what it's like to be the son of a duke and also be the son of a Bene Gesserit. Dude, the two combinations of those two things, that it makes that guy so powerful. It's like, how could you not respect that power? Wouldn't you want to be the son of like all that masculine power of, you know, monarchy and feudalism or whatever, nobility, and also the womanly, feminine power that Timothy Chalamet has of reading minds and convincing people to do things by talking like this. My favorite Austin open mic would probably have to be one at the Creek. The Creek has just such a good vibe. It's like almost like neglected so that nobody knows it, but it's like there's some good comedy happening there that nobody will see. Nobody will ever know. Alright, I gotta go. I'm not used to talking this long. I need to fix my fucking respiratory tract or something. I wish I had a water bottle here. Good day. Good day from Australia. Head in the background is Bernie Sanders. Been over this already. Welcome to the stream. We're from coming here right now. Yeah, are you voice on people? Yes. Subscribe to my channel. Like everything. I am a Bene Gesserit son. Boo the Jew. Asians are sort of Jewish. I identify with Jewish. How do you get big during the sensitive area? What? How do you get big during the sensitive era? Oh, during the sensitive era. Oh, how do I get big? Just wait for Tony Hinchcliffe to bring you up into fame. That's what I did. You know, it's like troubling times and stuff. Alright, thank you guys. Good night. Love you.